Hey, you guys, Sean here. Listen, I my 9 o'clock canceled, so I have a little bit of time to just do a little bit of a stream of consciousness. I invited some people to come in on board with me, and I just put the link out there. So I'm just going to get right down into this. What we're currently doing is we're doing events. So I had spoke with Keep, and they are an automation software, as some of you know, and so what we're doing is we're targeting people that want to have events. So if you're a coach, entrepreneur, author, a small business, doing probably about $400,000 to $500,000 plus. Most, seven digits is going to be best for what we're doing. Is if you're doing events, we're writing all the campaigns, all the content, all of the campaigns, everything from stem to stern. So I was going over this weekend, and what we first had to do was drill down into our avatar list. Now we have some speakers coming up next week that you're definitely going to want to be here for, and it's going to be people talking about AI and how you use that in your business. They're going to be giving you some super prompts. I used one of their super prompts, and I'm going to go over that right now if I can find it. So I used this individual's super prompt. His name is Mark DeGrasse. He's the CEO of Digital Marketer. And so what I got from that is working with visionary speakers, ages 45 to 65, expert authors 50 to 70, serial entrepreneurs. All the age ranges are about the same. Event mastermind, digital coach, all these different types of people, but they're going to need different types of campaigns, right? So the mastermind, they're going to meet maybe 4 times a year, maybe once a month. So the campaigns they have for their events are going to be a little different than what other people would have. However, the deal is most campaigns, they just need a little bit of tweaking. So here's some of the campaigns that you're going to want to run if you're doing a Zoom, or if you're doing AirMeet, or if you're doing larger campaigns or face-to-face live events. So you're going to have the registration campaign, of course. Now, one of the best things you're going to get about doing this work with us, let me move this over here in case someone clicks in, is with these campaigns, with the registration campaign, it's not just capturing everything, but it's understanding the analytics of the back end. Now, I went to traffic and conversions a few years ago, and we have someone get up on stage. It was one of our good friends. They got up there and they started talking about events and how to do an event and everything basically that I'm going to say in this live stream, but they didn't give the back end analytics, and that's what we're going to be giving in the future on video virtual events on demand. That's a website, virtual events on demand. So we're going to be teaching people how to do live events, and just not on demand, which kind of is like Netflix or something that's recorded that's going out, but it's just demanding to have a virtual event. I had to buy some type of domain, so I just bought that. Okay. The other thing is going to be the post-event follow-up campaign. Now, first of all, when you bring people in, a lot of people, I don't know why they do this, but you need to have people come in. You need to segment it, and you might want to do men, women, other. You might want to do the type of business they're running, whether they're sole proprietor, whether they have a team, whether they have employees, or you might want to say something to the effect of, are they on the East Coast or the West Coast? Maybe a major portal, which would be Los Angeles, Texas, New York, and Florida, anywhere where there's an international airport. You can always kind of segment things that way. Okay. And then also, once you get through that and you have them, you want to do the follow-up. So I have the ultimate phone follow-up. You can go to the ultimate phone follow-up right now and set an appointment with me. At the end of all that, you get like $2,000 worth of training for free. I give you the promo code and everything. But the follow-up in the post-event, a lot of people, when you watch people, once they log in, they're going to do the early bird, and then the prices are going to go up, and you go through all that stuff. Promo codes change. But you also want to remind them, like, maybe give them something to print out and put on their desk. That helps ensure that they're going to show up. Also, some other things you might want to do is remind them, have them get it on their calendar. There's a thing called Add to Calendar. There's a free one with dashes in it. Then there's another one that's a paid one. And those always help by getting on people's calendar. Now, here's what I found. When you're doing post-event follow-up and you have the event put on, you need to make sure if it's going in their Microsoft or on their Google Calendar, whatever calendar it goes in, you want them to have clarity when they go to the calendar on that day, exactly what the event is about, and even have it on the inside of the event where the link will be. Have some descriptions that are in there. And you could also have an invite a friend link, right? And then they could put emails in there and click send and then invite more people. So you're getting referrals just from people from them adding you to their calendar. I mean, there's all types of things. I don't see anybody really doing this, because it takes a super nerd and you got to really nerd out and dive deep into making these things happen. But those are some of the things with the post-event follow-up. With the affiliates, so I'm doing a lot of affiliate marketing right now. I'm working with a lot of strategic alliances and setting this up. One thing that I learned don't do is, first you got to build a relationship, right? So you want to talk with people, make sure that they do want to do that. I reached out to someone and they said, oh, we did affiliate stuff before and it didn't really work for us and we're not going to do it. And I was just like, well, you guys were doing it wrong, because I know them well enough that they get enough traffic to their website. They could put links to other websites to have them click out and then have an affiliate link there. I would have happily given them that. Matter of fact, I did give them that. And I know they just click delete. But the thing is, I'm putting my stuff out there. But what I found is, don't just make affiliate links for anyone. Make sure that you have a great relationship with the person, so that when you take the time to build the links and build all the content for them, then, they're going to use it, right? People have been reaching out to me, people with really big lists. And I'm like, cool. And so I just went right into it and started making a bunch of content and information and images and banners and content and copy for them to blast out to their list. My event, which is coming up this Friday, called the Automated Marketing Summit. We already have over 100 people signed up to it. So go to automatedmarketingsummit.com right now and sign up. Okay, you're going to definitely want to go to that. We're going to be going over, there's such ninja tricks that they're going to be talking about in there. I don't even know how to do it. And I like to think of myself as a pretty good marketer. Okay. So then the lead scoring and nurture campaign. Lead scoring, it's not going to be done in every CRM, autoresponder, whatever you want to call it, any type of app. But we do this in Keep, and it's really cool. And you can trigger certain things to happen. I don't want to go too in depth in that, but the nurturing, here's the deal. When you have an event coming up, I've learned a few things with my list in particular, is if I start blasting out, hey, I have an event. Hey, I'm having an event. Hey, I'm having an event. A lot of my list doesn't want to hear about my events. I have to tell my list, go over to Meetup or go over to Eventbrite to get all the information. That means I don't get as many unsubscribes, right? Because what you really don't want to do is you want to send the right email to the right person at the right time, right? But just because they're a client doesn't mean they want to come to your event, A, and B, you don't want them opting out. Now, I'm going to be talking about list management, and you can get people that are clients opting out, because just because they don't engage with you doesn't mean that they don't like you and that they want to continue as a client. So you don't want those people opting out, because then they won't get the important emails that they need to get as a client. Of course, you got your retargeting campaigns. That's going to be with your Facebook and Google pixels and other types of pixels out there, and a lot of information. My good friend Paul Sokol is really good at doing Tag Manager. I was really good at it about 10 years ago. I just don't do it anymore, right? But when you're doing the retargeting, you want to go step by step. And you also want to go page by page. Like if they're at their calendar page, you want to pixel them differently. If they go to set an appointment and they don't set an appointment, than if they just go to the first page, right? You want to run different ads to them. Now, here's the really cool thing about that, about this, all this follow-up. And I know you got to be a super nerd listening to what I'm saying. Some of you are getting lost, and that's okay, because I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the super nerds. I'm talking to the people that can follow what I'm saying. Okay, but here's the deal. Little pro tip, you guys know geo-targeting. Just find where some of the coaches are driving a lot of traffic to a hotel in your area. Just target that the day that they go there. You know, everyone that's in there, all the coaches, entrepreneurs, authors that are at a Anthony Robbins event in a big old hotel in your local area, you know they're all going to be on their phones, right? And what you could do is when you target them, when they go on Facebook, boom, they're going to see your ad. And then just have them click in. That way you're not spending a bunch of money and you're retargeting the right way. You're not just retargeting to, I shouldn't say retargeting, but that way you're targeting the audience, the right audience, right? Retargeting is going to be different. It's when they come to your site and go over, right? Then we got, now here's the thing with the VIP and the influencer campaign. I'm reaching out to a lot of influencers right now, and I'm making a lot of great, powerful relationships. One of the things that I found when it comes to the influencers are is that there's some software out there where you can interact with them. Some people are having a lot of good luck with it. I've been running this influencer software for a few years now, and it's kind of hit or miss, right? So you just got to know where you're at and where they're at, and don't let people waste your time, right? Some people will want to pick your brain. And then just the networking and the community building. This encourages attendees to network with each other and stay engaged post-event. One of the things we're doing at the Automated Marketing Summit is we're having another event afterwards. The way this all came up is a friend of mine out here in Arizona was going to have an event and then a disco party after the event. And he's going to do that once a month. And I go, you know what? That kind of sounds fun, but since I'm more global, international, you know, and across the United States, I can't really have people come to a disco party, but we can have a party afterwards where everyone's networking. I have the software to do that. They just raised the price $4 per attendee, which was kind of expensive, being I invested a lot of money in these people. But anyhow, now they want me to pay money. I won't go into all that. And there's so much more, you know, that goes into this. But just remember, when you're putting together your event, the main things you want to know is you want to know the date, of course, of the event, and then the people that opt in. And then once they opt in, you want to know the people that show up, the people that didn't show up, and the people that left early. And you want to communicate to them all differently. Some of the people that leave early, you're going to want to ask them, why did you leave early? You know, and if you can automate that, definitely automate that. Now, if there's a way that you can, there is a way, but the people that didn't come up, you'll know, you could tag them who came up and who didn't come up. You want to follow up with them, you know, what happened, especially if it's a paid event, you know, why were you unable to make it? Maybe we can give you a discount to the next thing because you already bought a ticket, you know, just keep in front of everybody. And then the last thing I'm going to say is that the people that did attend, run what's called a net promoter score on them. I don't know. I talk to so many businesses and they'll go, net promoter score. What is that? Well, just Google net promoter score. You're taking them all the time on a scale of 1 to 10. What did you think about my event? Right. And once they tell you, boom, you're good to go. And if they give you a 9 or a 10, then you're going to ask for a referral. If they give you a 6 or below, you're going to ask them, well, you know, hey, you know, would you like to talk, or what's going on? Just really take care of those people so they don't go on the Yelps of the world or the ripoff reports of the world and complain about you, because you don't want any complaints about you out there. And they're really easy to get if you don't engage, communicate, and connect with your audience. Okay, so we will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm going to have more speakers. Again, today I had one of my I had an appointment canceled. We changed this podcast to 9 in the morning Pacific, And we're going to go over AI next week. It's going to be really exciting. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, you can always meet me at Business Genius. It's businessgeni.us. Set an appointment with me. Go to the automatedmarketingsummit.com. Go there right now. Sign up for the event. It's free. It's this Friday, September 27th at 9 a.m. And all your friends will be there, first of all. If you know me, then you know them. And it's just going to be really awesome. We're going to go over how to capture leads without using the funnels, right? Without using the lead magnet. Or maybe you're using a lead magnet, but you're using it in a different way. And it doesn't have to do, I don't know how she does it. Misty Cortez is going to be going over it. Go ahead, Google her name. It's Misty, spelled like it sounds, Cortez with a K. And check her out. She'll be speaking this Saturday, and I'll see you then. Have a great day.